We are almost to the NFL schedule release, so we are going to make our predictions today that are surely going to be wrong, because how can you actually predict the schedule? Still, we're going to have fun with it. We're going to talk about all the possibilities, where and when your Chicago Bears might be playing, all the primetime games. It'll be fun, I promise. CHGO Bears starts right now. This is the CHGO Bears Podcast, live from the beautiful and fun Xfinity Loft on the west side of Chicago. Starting to be a little bit nicer, boys. We're I don't know, we're finally getting there, maybe.
I saw in the forecast that a day coming up, it said humid. I couldn't believe it.
I know I'm in the huge minority on that one, but I like a little humidity in my life.
Same.
And
I'm a big heat guy. It's the only way I can lose all this fat.
Shout out Game Day Men's Health, weight loss treatments. Greg, in your future. Let's go. I like humidity too. I like heat. I like tennis. I like sweating.
Well, I see all these lunatics like Greg out there golfing in like this.
That's a
40-mile-an-hour winds when it's 40 degrees out. I am longing for a day like I think we're gonna have at our golf outing coming up, where it's gonna be nice and hot and humid.
When is that golf outing?
It is the Great Big CHGO Scramble. It is happening Friday, June 26th at my favorite golf course, White Deer Run in beautiful Vernon Hills. We're going to have a great time. You can sign up to play with one of us. And I can't wait.
If somebody doesn't book me first before these two clowns, I'm going to be
got booked.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did I get booked?
The first person to be booked from CHGO was Sean Anderson. Same day.
Wow. Sean beat us all.
Does anybody like me? Will somebody golf with me? Why am I always the last one? Do I need to look in the mirror on this? I think I'm doing everything right.
No.
Come on.
Do I need to look in the mirror? I think I'm doing everything right.
Yeah.
I think yes.
Just like you did your schedule prediction.
A little self-reflection might help.
I know you're a big fan of self-reflection over there.
So here's how this show is going to work today. Please hit the like button. We're going to know the full schedule tomorrow at 7 o'clock. By the way, a reminder, our show tomorrow will be live at 7 as we react live to the actual schedule in full and make our predictions as always. But today we are going to predict the actual schedule. We've all done the exercise. We're going to do this in order of effort put into it. And that's not to minimize what Greg did, because Greg did put in effort into it. He's going to go second. I, of course, nerded completely out. There were spreadsheets involved. I was looking up Detroit Tigers schedules and all types of weird things.
Carm put no effort.
Yeah. Greg was there in the middle, and then Carm did his about 15 minutes ago and totally misunderstood the assignment by just making a schedule that he wants and not the schedule he actually thinks. So that'll be coming up later on in the show.
Carm is extremely offended by that comment. Carm was literally did more work on this, I think, combined than the two of you together. Carm spent his entire hour and 10-minute train ride today that got delayed diving deep into the schedule. Carm's very excited for his schedule, and Carm's schedule is the best schedule, and I bet you I'll be as right about the amount of games as you two. Let's put a wager on it. Gregory.
Spoiler alert, we're all going to be wrong because it's impossible to actually predict the schedule.
I know what Roger's going to do. He's doing the same work that I did.
All right, well, come along with us. We're going to have fun here. I'm going to go first, and I'm excited. I nerd out on the schedule. I think it's fun. I think we spend way too much time worrying about strength of schedule when, as you saw last year, how much teams change between now and the fall. And I actually think people that poo-poo, we already know the opponents. Why does it matter? Why do we care this much? Well, because I actually think when you play the the teams that you play and how it's all laid out with bye weeks, mini buys, rest, recovery, all those things actually matter a ton.
I'm with you.
So I'm excited to jump in on this one.
You fired up about the air miles, Bears least air miles of anybody. Gas prices are
Third
high.
least.
Good for George. Third least? I thought it was the most least.
Well, you'd be wrong.
Okay.
Guess you missed that on your research on the train.
I'll look in the mirror on that one. You
Well,
sure
even-
about that one? I saw it.
To me, even more so than the air miles, like the fact that they only leave the Central and Eastern time zones once all season is, to me, that matters because that's, the jet lag and all that and getting back from the West Coast. But somewhere in there, they are going to have to get back from the West Coast because they do play at Seattle. All right, let's jump into this. Here is my schedule. Week 1. Here's my understanding, Stephen, before you put it up. The information I got is as of last week, the fine people at NBC who will be broadcasting that first game, that Wednesday game in Seattle, were under the impression that they were getting the Patriots in that game, not the Bears. Now, we do know that the schedule is not fully finalized and signed off on by the commissioner until yesterday. So is it possible that changed or could change? I guess yes. So I don't want to rule it out completely, but it all seems like, I don't know, of all the games that you're going to change last second, unless they truly were like kind of coin flipped, and I do know the way they do this process, there are multiple schedules, and they eventually need to just pick one. Maybe they ended up going with the schedule ahead the Bears in Seattle. But in terms of my prediction based on that information I have, I am not going to go with the Bears in Seattle.
And I guess Goodell was on McAfee yesterday saying they have completely finalized the schedule.
It is finalized. So maybe that finalized schedule is Bears. If NBC was under the impression a week ago that they were getting the Patriots, my guess is that didn't change, but we'll see. That's what I'm going to go off of here in my prediction. So week 1, I have the Bears going to Detroit. There are 3 conflicts at Soldier Field week 1.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 Fire games that fall within the 5-day windows that per the Soldier Field lease, the Fire would have to move both of those games. There was also something called the Chicago Football Classic, I believe, on Saturday at Soldier Field that would have to be canceled or moved.
That's why we need a new stadium.
Yes. So I think the Bears will be playing. Now, that does happen. The Fire had to move 2 games last year. They had to move one in the preseason, the Bears preseason, and one in the regular season. And they probably will have to end up moving one.
Yeah, the Bears take precedent. So
Yeah.
if they say, then the Fire has
The Fire can't play a game within 5 days of a Bears game at
Bears.
Soldier Field. However, the fact that they have 2 of them there and would have to move 2, I feel like it's somewhere in there they're not going to. So I'm going to go Bears Road week 1. I got them going to Detroit. We already know they're not going to be on primetime. Those primetime games are filled if they're not playing in Seattle. But Bears Lions late afternoon window. I'm going 3:25. This is how much I nerded out on this. The Tigers play the Rockies at home the same day. Those stadiums are right next to each other. Typically, they try to avoid that. However, it has happened before. They've done it twice. And if you move that Tigers game up an hour, you could theoretically have them go back-to-back where that game's over before Bears-Lions kick off at 4:25 Eastern there. And Detroit has to turn around, we already know this, and play in Buffalo on Thursday. So I have to – are they really going to make them go back-to-back road games to start with a quick turnaround? Not like Buffalo's far from them.
I sure hope not.
I think it's going to be a home game for the Lions. I'm going Bears-Lions week 1.
This is a very strong start by Hoge. Great Hoge research here. I'm impressed, and quite frankly, I might have done less research than Hoge if he's going to do this on every single week.
Yeah, you definitely did less research than Hoge. Breaking news. Wow.
Is there an eject
Eureka.
button for this seat over here? Can anybody?
Like in,
I like the epiphany.
You know the scene in Neighbors?
epiphany he just had.
You know the Neighbors when they put the airbags in the seats and he just gets flown up to the ceiling?
Right.
That would be a hilarious bit
this,
if we did that on the show.
I mean, is this thing about to fall through the floor over? Keep going.
All right, weeks 2 and 3, a little bit more boring. I got the Bears coming home in week 2 to play the Saints.
Minimal effort.
To Atlanta, week 3. Now, this is my week 4 is just sort of my throw a dart, hope it sticks. But there is a little bit of logic on this. I don't know why I've had it in my head that Jacksonville could be a Thursday game.
Sounds lame.
But I know. But you know, it's going to be a weird game in there like this. Weeks 5 and 6, Jacksonville goes to London back-to-back weeks. Not the first time they've ever done that. They do it quite frequently. However, it is the first time that both of those games will be considered home games for them. Usually it's one road, one home.
Okay.
Usually they play a home game before they go to London for back-to-back weeks. However, are they really going to have 3 straight quote-unquote home games in a year when they only have 8 home games total?
Yeah,
because that would really load them up with road games the rest of the year. I think one possible solution is to have them play on Thursday on the road before they go to London, whereas they could fly back to Jacksonville, get themselves ready for their 2-week road trip to London. So I'm thinking that week 4, Jacksonville might have a Thursday road game. Why not have that game be against the Bears? Knock out a Jacksonville primetime slot for them.
Mm-hmm.
Bears host Jacksonville week 4. That's my thinking.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do this much research either.
All right. No one in Jacksonville has done that much work on the Jaguars schedule.
I don't even know if the Jags organization knows that they're going for 2 weeks.
Honestly,
Hoge knows.
Hoge,
They're going to find out tomorrow. Hoge already knows.
Hoge Jacksonville pod. Add it on Hogan Johns, CHGO Bears, Hoge Jag.
Hoge. Well, Hoge is a Jag. Mike North, if you ever want to hire me to help do the schedule, I'm available.
He's a Jag bag.
I'd love that job. All right. Jag bag of the week. All right.
Jag bag schedule.
I better speed up and get through this. Week 5, Bears going to Carolina. Week 6, how about this? A Monday night football game against the Pats.
Okay.
Okay.
Fire home that Wednesday before.
Mm-hmm.
If you move the game to Monday, all of a sudden that 5-day window you're outside the 5-day window.
Yeah. The logistics of moving these 27 people that are going to the Fire game.
That's not cool, man. They're building a stadium, McDonald's Park, coming soon to South Loop near you.
I'm gonna get the Fire.
They're gonna have a play place there.
CHGO Fire is gonna come and find you and make this thing eject as well. That's what the cavalry's coming. Alex, I'm over here.
All right, I got home against Minnesota in week 7. How about a week 8 bye week? Bears do one in the middle of the season. We go week 8. I really wanted to find a primetime slot for the Buffalo game. Instead, we're gonna go a 325er. Probably on CBS and a national. Actually, I don't know who it. The only thing I didn't check was I'm not sure it's out there which network has what doubleheaders. But we're gonna go Buffalo off the bye week, home against Tampa in week 10, home against the Jets in week 11, and then now this is where the schedule gets a little crazy, similar to last year. We're gonna go get a little wild. I do have the Bears playing on Thanksgiving in the night game at Green Bay.
Wow, that would be a shocker.
Let's not do that.
Bears, Packers.
Horrible idea.
If that happened, that means there would be 3 NFC North teams playing on Thanksgiving.
It's happened before. Bears beat the Packers on Thanksgiving night, the Brett Favre game, remember?
That's right.
When they
With Jay
honored
Cutler
Brett Favre?
eating the big turkey leg.
Yeah. And so it was a John Fox-led team, 2015. I feel like that's a big window for possible Bears-Packers. Coming back home after that, Detroit, they have a weird situation where they're not going to get a bye week after going to where are they playing? They have Munich,
Germany.
They have Munich.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to go Munich, no bye, into a home game, and then Thanksgiving. So I think they'll go on the road after that.
Okay.
So that's where now that could be a possible Thursday game.
I agree. Thursday to Thursday.
It does happen. I just think going Germany, no bye week, Thanksgiving in there. I don't think they're going to make them play on Thursday again. But anyway, I wrestled over that one for a long time. And then anyway, I got to be in a Sunday normal game. Here comes the Seattle game. What week are we in now, Steven? We're in week 14. I think that'll be a late afternoon game in Seattle. Could still be big eyes on that one. Then to Miami in December. Everybody would love that one.
Yep.
Specifically, people that may or may not be planning trips.
That might be the only week I pulled a Carm and made the schedule with my interests in mind.
Finally. It's about time you thought.
There you go. Week 16.
Oxygen mask on first.
Bears, Eagles on Christmas.
Okay.
Bears, Eagles on Christmas.
I mean, playing the team of the fan base that threw snowballs at Santa, Put them on Christmas. I like this idea.
That's not bad.
And then week 17, because Christmas would be a Friday game. Turn around, play the following Saturday. Saturday night, Bears-Packers, just like last year. And then finish against the Vikings on the road in week 18, which could be either Saturday or Sunday. That'll all be to be determined, as week 18 always is. So, guys, any big takeaways?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I really like the Eagles Christmas one. The more you sold that,
I like
so
that.
we could really lean into the snowball at Santa.
How about we do the big takeaway here?
Let's do it.
Imagine that. You guys, your big takeaway from my schedule. Presented by Xfinity.
You're jumping this on us here.
Well,
Okay.
the Xfinity big takeaway, shout out Xfinity on Hoge's schedule, is that we need Hoge to get sick more often. Yesterday, he kind of died out after the Hoge and John show and disappeared.
By the way, I was struggling during that show.
Yeah.
I really was.
Yeah, it was a great show though. You battled through. Jordan flu game, outstanding performance. You promoted 7 things at the end of the show. It was really well done. And then you went to bed for 12 hours, and then you woke up today and had the level of motivation to do whatever you just did, which was very impressive. I salute you for your effort there. The big takeaway is that Hoge should be in the schedule room working for the NFL. That's my takeaway.
My Xfinity big takeaway is not of your schedule, and really it is about the international games being announced here over the last few days.
Okay, I like this.
And Bears fans, I've seen a lot of Bears fans celebrating that the Bears are not getting an international game for different reasons, whether it's travel, because statistically you're starting to see teams that have to travel more, have a less chance to make the playoffs, not the end-all, be-all, or for fans that don't want to lose opportunities to travel, more reasonably in the United States to see their team. You lose a game to international, maybe it's in Madrid. I go the other way with it. My big takeaway of this is be careful what you wish for, because the Bears had 9 home games this year, and they were potentially going to get an international game that would have been one of their road games against Atlanta.
Right.
And so the fact that they missed out on that disappoints me. Yeah, could we have potentially set up a trip? Sure. Would I have loved to go? Of course. That's part of the equation. But if you take that part out of it and just look at it from a Bears fan's perspective, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to have, because if the Bears played the Falcons in Madrid, it's a Bears home game. It would have been all Bears fans. So now I'm looking at 10 home games versus 7 road games. Because next year, now that the Bears didn't get an international game, how much you want to bet they get one next year? And how much you want to bet it's when the Bears have 8 home games and it's one of their home games, and now we're down to 7 home games next year. So that's my fear of not getting it this year.
So the only thing about that is that there's a new rule starting in 2022 that within a 10-year period you have to give up one of your home games for an international game. The Bears did already fulfill that with the London game a couple years ago, so they won't necessarily be
forced.
Yeah, there's 2 teams. I think it came out this morning. I think it's the Seahawks and the Giants that will actually be forced next year to be giving up a home game. So the Bears won't necessarily be high on that list. However, every single year they seem to be adding a game. Like we're up to 9 now, and I don't think we're too far off from eventually getting to 16, where every single team is playing an international game.
Which I don't mind.
I don't mind that at all, and I actually think if it would be a good thing. Hand raised just like you just did. I am the same way. I would love to go to a game every year internationally, so there's definitely some selfish interests here. However, I don't want to say the Bears are resistant to playing internationally, but I
think Kevin Warren's the opposite of that.
Well, but
he's a big international guy.
Say this: they don't give off the impression that they embrace, like totally trying to jump to the front of the line to play these international games, and I think that's a missed opportunity. Because I think from what we've witnessed with our own eyes and ears and conversations, having gone overseas multiple times for these games, I feel like the Bears have one of the bigger international fan bases out there.
No doubt about it.
And I just think it's a missed opportunity to not take advantage of that every single year. Because
they're huge in Mexico City, right? If they went on to play there, they're huge. Oh, we've seen them in London twice.
Right.
They're huge there. Their international market is Spain.
They're big in Hammond.
They're huge in Hammond.
But I'm being like,
did you hear?
Part of the reason the Bulls still have the following they do is because of what the brand became globally.
Absolutely.
30 freaking years ago.
Did you hear?
And so sorry, Carm.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I just feel like this is a missed opportunity to lean into it. I don't know. That's just where I'm at on it.
I'm a little confused. Like, you think if they leaned in and were knocking on Rodgers' door saying, "Hey, we want to go," they'd send them more.
I do think that there are some teams that are more willing than others, and that plays a part in the
play a part?
scheduling.
Okay,
And I think there's some teams that are resistant. I don't know if the Bears are fully resistant.
I with Kevin Warren thinking globally. I just feel like.
Well, I don't think the coaches necessarily.
I agree with that. So if you're telling me if that's the case that we already did our home game, they can block. That makes me feel better because that was my paranoia. It was like now. I thought we might have an avenue to have a road game international that turns into essentially a home game.
Did you notice that? Did you notice your paranoia in your analysis? You gave the Bears a home game if it was a road game, saying that they would have 10 home games. But you took away a home game.
Yeah, but that's
you
different.
took away a home game and made it a road game.
I'm not making. If they play international next year and it's one of their home games, it'll still be a Bears crowd. But now it's from a logistics. Like, if you're going to lose the logistics one way or another, whether it's road or home, I'd rather it be road.
Well, of course. But
Right.
you gave us a home game, and then you took away a road game. You took away one when we were – either way, it's a home game. Whenever they do, it's a home game. Not a true home game if you want to make that argument.
Right.
But you're still – listen, wherever they go, it's going to be a ton of Bears fans.
Yep.
It'll be a home game, not a Soldier
Just
Field
saying,
home
this
game.
year would have been the perfect storm. 9 home games and an international home game.
That's a good job. I'm with you there.
That part of it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Hopefully they just play a road game next year
Yeah.
in the international.
That would be
and they have
lovely.
8 home games, 8 road games, and a
That's
neutral
the
game.
only international games I want. Because that's the only time I can see Bears fans making an argument for I don't want international games is when we lose a game at home. You're a season ticket holder of the Bears. You lose a home game, I'd be pissed too. If you're a Bears fan in general that can't afford to go to London and wants to see them at Soldier Field, I can get that. But if you're losing a road game, no, that's a great thing.
Here's what I will say, though. I think you would agree with me on this one, but I'm curious your opinion because you went to both London games.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't it feel cooler when it was the Bears' home game?
No, you
didn't care?
Well, you don't notice it.
I disagree, man. They had the end zones painted.
The end zones are cool.
They had, Tim Sinclair, the PA guy who does the home games, was the PA guy there in London. They had all the graphics.
You have to understand, too.
A lot of the in-stadium.
I'm not noticing it as much because I'm drinking. You're covering the game. Maybe you.
I was in the stands.
Maybe you forgot.
I was in the stands too.
That's amazing. That the level of Hoge. That's a great level of Hoge. He remembers that Tim Sinclair was the PA guy. Shout out Tim Sinclair. You remember the color of the end zone. All I remember of that trip is the Hilton being drunk on the street, singing something. Brandon Spano telling me to shut up, and
that's just every day though.
And those little Coca-Cola bottles, and my guy Caleb who was there. All right.
Williams?
No, one of the guy. He was just Caleb was at the draft party. Caleb was in London.
I loved everything about that week.
That was a great week.
It was such a great week.
That was our highlight week.
Our friends from Germany that were there, that gave James the flag. By the way, we still have that if you're watching the show right now.
Got recognized more in London than we do here. It was unbelievable.
That was actually true. That was really weird.
It was unbelievable.
It's awesome.
It was. It was cool though, and that's what I mean. Like all the diehards that live, and they were from all over Europe that
Plus
came to that
market.
game.
Oh, the market, the London market.
I saw Zach Miller at the London market.
Good cookie.
Yeah. All right, we'll take our first time out here. When we come back, brag since
and that was the big takeaway presented by Xfinity.
That's
Imagine
right.
that.
Get him, Steven. Yeah. Get him.
That's right.
I would never do that.
Well,
you did it yesterday.
Maybe if the graphic was still on the screen, I would have remembered
doing it. It was on the screen. It was on the screen. You were looking at the preview window.
Oh, a triple Carm. That's amazing.
That is a full Carm right there. That was the Carm hat trick.
That's amazing.
That's really
I'm
embarrassing.
so proud of you.
At least the rest of the segment was better than Carm's schedule coming up. But first,
D-block. Our friends at Sunnyside Dispensary are here to elevate your baseball season the way the Cubs have been elevating our baseball season. They are killing it right now.
Sox are in the playoffs, baby.
Sox are killing it as well.
In the playoffs.
Baseball is back here in Chicago, and Sunnyside is your home for judgment-free shopping. They have a crazy selection with over 100 different strains to choose from, with, of course, easy online ordering and in-store pickup. They're always taking care of you, the people, and wherever you are in Illinois. If you're at the game, at Wrigley Field. You can walk right out the marquee and just down the street. There's a sunny side for you. If you're at Bub City on Clark Street, right across the street, there's a sunny side for you. If you're all the way as far south as Champaign, there's a sunny side for you. They're everywhere. So head to their website for only the best under the sun, including 50% off your first 3 online purchases. Enter the promo code HICHGO at checkout to qualify. Sunnyside Dispensary, only the best under the sun, only for 21 or older or Illinois medical card holders.
And we are deep into beef month here. From Bona Beef. It is May. It is beef month. And they have announced the Bona World Beef Championship. Look at this belt right here in front of me.
I got it on yesterday.
I saw that. And I saw
yeah,
Steven,
I got on. Yes, it got on.
I saw Steven put it on too, and then it fell down like his pants fell
It
off.
snapped. I got the buttons.
Because he stretched it out too much before I put it on.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, you can eat or share as much beef as you possibly can during May, and all who reach the championship level of 50 beefs during May will receive 61,400 bonus points. And that's good for a beef or any item on the Bona menu. You could be a hero. Get ready to play. Bonus rewards start to accumulate once you've reached 5 beef orders in May. The champion also gets $40 member-only gift card every month for 3 years. So download the Bona app. Bona merch is available at merch.bona.com. Details at BUONA.com. All right, we move from my schedule prediction, which was the best schedule prediction, of course. I don't know, actually.
I think I got a pretty decent one here.
I'm excited for Greg's.
Got a little decent piece. No one's excited for Carm's. Don't even
Keep on sleeping on the best one, but go ahead. Let's hear this.
Carm teased us by telling us he has 0 primetime games.
I have 1.
Go ahead, Greg, please.
That's because Hoge bullied you.
Because nobody
into
likes
one.
primetime games. Games should be at noon. This is football. I'm an old school guy.
Okay, this isn't your turn.
Okay, let's hear your
Respect
schedule.
the brag segment.
Okay, great.
Okay. God, sit there with your hands folded and your mouth shut.
You got it.
Week 1. Smarter heads will prevail here.
Wrong.
And they are going to do Bears Seahawks to open the season. Me and Hoge talked about this pre-show, and like all the controversy, obviously, with Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini. It's like, oh man, I don't know. I think that's pretty murky waters to have this as your week 1. Of course, any game that's your first game of the year is going to be big. But do you really want to promote for the next few months that this is the opening game with everything hanging over with Mike Vrabel? I just think it's a bad look for the league. To me, it is a easy home run. Bears at Seattle, what could have been the NFC Championship matchup. Two of the Super Bowl champ and the most exciting team in the 2025 season going head-to-head.
Kobe Bryant revenge game.
Kobe Bryant revenge game, absolutely. Last time the Bears played in Seattle, that was a great game with a little walk-off touchdown. Snow game, absolutely.
Nick Foles game.
Yep. So we'll move on to week 2. Then we're going home against Green Bay. They're not going to wait till December like they did last year to give us this rivalry and run this back with all the hatred from Ben Johnson and LaFleur and the handshake and the sweet choke job that the Packers had in the playoffs, and get our home opener. And Fox is getting that on the 3:25 p.m. slate. Move ahead to week 3. I got New England on Thursday Night Football. This feels to me like a perfect Thursday Night Football kind of game where you got Drake May versus Caleb Williams. And then as we get past that, I think this is something that like happens a lot during Bears seasons at this portion of the year, like back end of September, October, where you see like these games bunched together, with, similar divisions, right? So you got New England, Miami back-to-back. Then you got New Orleans, Carolina back-to-back. That happened last year, right? With the AFC North. They kind of like bunched all those together with the Ravens and the Bengals. And so I feel like we're going to have that kind of happen here. Week 6, I've got at Carolina, a bunch of noon games. I'm thinking there are going to be a lot of early noon games here this year. Week 7, Jets at home, another noon game. Then we get Minnesota Monday Night Football. Got to give a Monday night slate. So that's where I'm at there. Week 8 for Minnesota. Then Atlanta on the road, a noon slate game. Week 9. Then week 10, Jacksonville at home, boring game. Get it over with. Then you got your bye week.
Great analysis.
It is a boring game.
Why is that a boring game?
It's just
Jacksonville just had
boring.
a great year.
I like that game.
It just doesn't move. Jacksonville Bears doesn't move the needle.
To me, it's
for
got Thursday night written all over it.
It just doesn't move the needle for me. Now, I'm putting my bye week in week 11. That is certainly wishful thinking. Because last year, they put it early, and there's nothing I hate than early buys. Now, it turned out that I think that helped the Bears in terms of, Ben Johnson year one and them trying to find themselves. And the jump they made from their bye week on really showed, I think, that it actually benefited them more than it did start to affect them as the season progressed. And it certainly, I think, had its effect. That's where I think those Thursday night games really come into play. Because last year the Bears didn't have a Thursday night game. They had a Friday, Black Friday game.
And the year before that, I think they had 2 Thursday games.
Right. And so this year, I'm saying they're going to have 2 Thursday night games. So skipping ahead, I do have the Bears playing on Thanksgiving as well, but I have them playing the Lions at noon. And then to your point, like we talked about earlier, that we've seen more than a few times with the NFL, then they'll play another Thursday on Thursday Night Football at home against Philly, Week 13.
So, okay. The only problem with that is it's usually always the Lions or Cowboys who play that back-to-back Thursday.
Not the Bears?
Yeah, no, that's right. Like, it's usually one of the 2 teams that always plays on Thursday that goes back-to-back. Now, I'm not saying they can't change that, but that's typically what they've done.
Okay. Well, and I saw they announced that there's going to be more Saturday night games? Because that's one thing that didn't show up, I don't think, on any of our schedules. Isn't that they extended the amount of weeks they're going to do Saturday night games?
Yeah, weeks 15, 16, 17, and 18, which is why I threw the second Bears-Packer game in one of those Saturday night windows.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't add that in my equation. Too late now. It's okay. Week 14 at Minnesota. That's going to be a noon slate. I always love to go to Minnesota and see that stadium. I hear
Should
just
go.
such a
I just want that game in September.
Yeah. And so kind of like last year with kind of a random game at the end of the year in December, you want to play all these meaningful games, like you got Cleveland in December. It just felt out of place. Tampa Bay is certainly a good team, but it kind of feels out of place Week 15. But I love the home field advantage. Week 15, Tampa has to come to Chicago. So I'll take that all day. And then the NFL knows what to do. Just like last year, where every game was a primetime game, the last 7 weeks of the season, it felt like that's what's going to happen this year. At Buffalo on Christmas night, that makes a lot of sense to me. That's a big-time matchup in their new stadium. And then Detroit, Sunday Night Football, Week 17. And then Bears-Packers, hey, that could be Sunday Night Football as well if it comes down to playoff implications, but there's a little bit of a to be determined with that time based off of,
I love the Buffalo Christmas game. That was the 2 games I toyed with for Christmas was Bears playing the Eagles, which is ultimately what I went with, or the Buffalo game. I was like, that one kind of just feels right too for a Christmas matchup.
Cornell Bryant says your schedule is a snoozer.
Yeah, well, Cornell Bryant, a lot like you, is an idiot. And, the other thing I'll say, too, where we're all trying to pick where Miami will be, because that's going to be
it'll always be in South
That's
Florida.
going to be a big travel game for Bears fans,
What
right?
are Smarthead
like
saying about it?
The top travel games this year, what would you say are Miami 1,
Seattle's
Atlanta 2?
I think Seattle's a cool one. We don't do that very often.
Like for me, if you're ranking what are the top destinations to go to this year, as a football fan, Buffalo.
I want to go to Buffalo.
Buffalo is number 1. But if you're talking about tourists, because like for a lot of fans, they want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So they want to see a fun football game. They want to see their team in a travel destination, but they also want it to be somewhere cool like Vegas last year.
Well, let me ask you this. If you had a regular job and not this powerful CHGO Bears job.
Like, let's say you were a bricklayer.
Let's say you were a bricklayer, for instance.
Hypothetically.
And the Bears played
Sounds like a fantasy for you, too.
We love you. I love you deeply, and I wouldn't know what to do without you. Bears...
Keep your pants on.
Thank you. Would you go see the Bears play in Buffalo in September?
No. If I only could pick one game.
No. Hold on. My point is this.
As a bricklayer, I can go to one game on the road. I'm not going to Buffalo.
Okay, here.
Let's follow Carm's question.
Take everything in your head, lose it. You're going to Buffalo. You're going to see him play. If it's in September or if it's in December, which one are you picking?
Ooh. December.
You'd want to go when it's cold.
Hell yeah.
Take it all
I
out.
want the full Buffalo experience.
I'm going September Buffalo.
I want the full Buffalo experience.
Okay, so that's I think to me it's like a great game in September if you're a Bears fan to go on the road. In December, it takes a special human being, somebody like you who will walk around the tailgate with your boots on and pee in your pants and not even care, and like that you're the type of guy that would go in December. Most of us,
it's cool to pee your pants.
Yeah, like right.
Call me Miles Davis.
Yeah.
To me, the top football destinations to go to this year are at Buffalo, at Seattle. Those are two.
Seattle's tough.
At Buffalo, at Seattle, at Green Bay. Those are the top three. If you're talking more touristy, which more people lean towards when they want to see a Bears game on the road, like last year again with Vegas, then it's Miami, Atlanta.
Well, the other part is we're not really discussing, though, is ticket availability. And places like Seattle and Buffalo, that's going to be a hard ticket.
Right.
Miami, Bears fans are going to invade that place.
Invade it. And that's the other point. Like, if you're a guy that's going to go, a guy or a girl that's going to go one time on the road, that's the other part of my equation. I'd rather see a game where I feel a better chance of them winning.
Right. As long as
if I'm going to spend all this money, it's going to be ruined if they don't win.
Right. Unless Brock Osweiler walks out of that tunnel, the Bears should win that game.
Shout out Brock Osweiler.
In Miami. That was
right. You spend all that money to go to Buffalo. That's like, remember a couple years ago they were playing at Kansas City, week 4. Who can forget? What a fun game that was. 56-3, Taylor Swift just dancing on our grave. Man, but so many Bears fans like, I'm going to the Kansas City game. That's the best game. I'm like, why would you want to go see the Bears lose by 50? You can get their barbecue any time of the year. Like, if I'm going to build a trip around the Bears, I'm going to try to go with my best chance of them winning.
But that's the cool part about now, Gregory. You can feel like they can win any game. You can walk in anywhere and win the game.
I'll give
an
underrated shout out to Zorm555.
Wow, I've never heard of this guy.
Me neither. But Carolina is an underrated trip.
I got a perfect Carolina trip for me in my schedule.
It's not the best trip, but
sounds like a good golf trip to me.
It's underrated.
I might take a few extra
days.
Go
play Quail Hollow. Hang out with John Fox over there.
I got to
go see the Bears play. It's an underrated town. Weather should be good.
I got to go see Northwestern and Duke in Carolina in September. It was fantastic.
Really nowhere near Charlotte, but okay.
Close enough.
Not really. That's Raleigh.
2 hours.
Raleigh-Durham.
Northwestern played at Duke?
Yeah.
And you were there?
I was there.
That's cool. I've always wanted to see.
It's a country club.
He's talking about football for the record, not basketball.
Oh, I thought you were talking basketball.
Oh, yeah.
I have been to Cameron, though. It was awesome. Wisconsin got their brains beat in, but it was still a cool experience.
I would love to go to Cameron.
Where they put the media, the students are right behind you.
Yeah, it looks amazing. That's definitely a bucket list.
By the way, shout out Luther Burden practicing at the Wildcat Indoor Facility. Shout out Luther. Never mind. Go ahead. Back to your schedule. Are we there?
Where did that come from?
Well, you just mentioned Northwestern, and I did, and then you leaned into it, and then I thought of Luther Burden in the video we played yesterday. He was working out at in Evanston.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't sometimes you're connecting dots. You got to keep us. We're not all in your mind. This beautiful mind that you have. You got to
I'll try to do better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
It just felt very random.
Yeah. No.
Any other reactions to Bragg's
No, I mean, that's it. I buzzed through mine fairly good.
Yeah.
I had some little extra there at the end, but I mean, I could never reach the level of analysis and in-depth nuance that Hoge every year. You're good at this.
Here's the thing, though. You'll probably get more games right than I did.
Exactly.
It doesn't really matter how much I zeroed in.
I'm feeling confident about my Thanksgiving, Christmas, and home and opener. I'm feeling good about week 1. I'm feeling good about my holidays too. That's kind of how I built it around. I started with week 1, my holidays, and the final week of the season, and then kind of built it out from there. So that's why there's a hodgepodge of who gives a F games from week 4 till week 10.
I care about all the games. Every game matters. And Zorm says lots of good hostels down in
there we go.
In Charlotte, I'm assuming.
I did when I saw when people were talking about the Bears-Seahawks conversation, that somebody deemed if it does end up being Bears Seahawks that's a house money game, and I was like, oh, we're already there. We're already to what are house money games. I love that conversation.
All right, Bochan wants us to get the Carm schedule, so we will take our second time
what
out.
An idiot!
It's a very.
Bochan is a brilliant man.
There's one person that wants to see Carm's schedule, so we will.
The iceberg does
That's
too.
not true.
Oh,
They're
the
all
iceberg?
in. They're all in. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. Damn it.
We'll get this beautiful schedule coming up next, but first.
Hey, shout out to our friends at Game Day Men's Health. As a man, Gregory.
Yep.
Are you starting to feel you got the low energy?
My energy's been picking up a little bit, but I always could use a little more.
Because you're working out.
Right. But I could always use a little more.
Perhaps you don't have the same motivation and drive that you have during the season.
Yeah.
Perhaps you're seeing the scale move up, move down, move around. Perhaps your muscles are getting a little tight. That could be the result of low testosterone.
That's that off-season mindset. I need to get in-season mindset.
Exactly right. So listen, when you want peak performance and you want to be a better father, a better husband, a better man, check out our friends at Game Day Men's Health. How do you do that? Well, you go to GameDayCHGO.com. You're going to find the locations closest to you. You're going to go in there and you are going to come out feeling a whole lot better. Vitamin supplements, weight loss, hair loss, testosterone, and of course for me, it is the hip transformation. These things are moving. Hip transformation therapy. They put a little gel on me, and then they do a deep, it goes into the muscles, then all of a sudden I'm feeling a whole lot better. You want to do this, GameDayCHGO.com. GameDayCHGO.com.
Yeah, Carm's hips don't lie. Neither do Ray Scarpelli's.
He's got good hips.
Go check them out.
Very weird.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, go out to Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake.
What's going to happen at Ray
Right on.
with Ray's
Well,
hips?
we're actually having a Hogan Johns show there next week, so you can
go.
come find out.
and a CHGO Bears show.
That's next week too.
Yeah.
Boy, people really
Breaking news!
I love how I'm so in the loop here all the time. Stop in today and get below supplier pricing for plus no payments for 120 days on new Chevrolet models, or you can check out their selection of over 125 vehicles priced under $20,000. This is all during the Memorial Day sales event going on right now. They're always going to give you the raised price promise, and don't let summer start without shopping. Their Memorial Day sales event going on all month long. Shop Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or at raychevrolet.com. They've been serving the community since 1963. Together, let's drive. All right, heading into schedule number 3, Mark Carman.
Mike Media in the chat just said, I will now go to sleep for Mark Carman's schedule.
Well, Mike, you're just settle down, Mike, and enjoy yourself. All right, listen, this is the schedule that is meant for you, the Bears fan. I'm thinking about you not only on your football weekend, but it's the diehards that travel, it's the diehards that go, it's the diehards at Soldier Field, all the beautiful things. So listen, we do want to start off with a division game, and we want to go up to Minnesota. That's
I would
right.
love this.
We are opening up in the Twin Cities, Hoge, partly for you, little beautiful Sunday noon game. Now, why are we doing that? Well, first of all, I like to combine sporting events. And have you heard of Fluff Bothwell? Fluff Bothwell.
Oh,
Do you know
boy.
who the fluffer is? I bet you don't.
This is
Fluff
gonna be
Bothwell.
good.
Steven, Mississippi State running back. Bears need to replace a running back after next season. Bothwell is playing against the Golden Gophers that weekend. You get to scout Bothwell on a Saturday. Go see the Bears on Sunday. By the way, you could also check out the Twins who are in town that week. Minnesota, hot home game with the Indians could impact the White Sox divisional race. You might have a rooting interest. There you go. Bothwell, Twins, Guardians, Fluff Bothwell. Fluff Bothwell. I put it down. A year from now, in the draft, Bothwell Bears. You saw him play Mississippi State. Then you went to the amazing stadium where Hoge loves himself, and the Bears start off 1-0, beat the Vikings.
They did play the Vikings week 1 last year.
Yeah, come on home. Let's do it. And it's a revenge week 1 up there. Victory. Bothwell Twins. Great start to the season. Then
I don't know about all the fluffiness, but I will say this. If we end up with a week 1 game, or really any game in September up there,
that's the other thing.
We're going. We'll stay at my aunt and uncle's lake house. We can still get on the boat.
Another point.
Well, I
of
mean, if there's one
That's right.
person that's an expert in fluffing, it's you.
I like Fluff Bothwell, and I like the cold weather games and warm weather months. There we go. Week 2. Let's go back to it, Stephen. Come on home. We want to start strong. You nearly had it, Tori, and that's right. We're playing the Jets week 2. Let's get a victory. Let's start out 2-0. It doesn't matter who you play the whole home game. The tailgate's going to be lit, Gregory. There we go. And then let's tee it up. Week 3. Bring me an actual playoff contender. Let's have a stamp win early in the season. Rock and roll. Bring the Eagles to Soldier Field. Amazing tailgate week 3. Let's go.
I like that. Home opener week 2 against the Jets. Unfortunately for T3P, Fields will not be in attendance.
Jets open on the road. Usually they go flippity floppity there with their
Don't stop the momentum. All right, week 4 out to Seattle we go. Why are we doing that, Hoge? Why are we going week 4? I
don't know, Carm. Why are we going to Seattle?
Because
week 4?
we want.
I like this analysis from Carm Wanted Shroud. I think the more Carm moves around while he talks, the less he thought through what he's saying.
That's not true.
100%. It's a distraction technique.
That's not
true.
true.
You have
That's
read
not
this
true.
perfectly.
You take that back because I've thought long and hard about the Issaquah Salmon Days. That's right.
Salmon Days?
Salmon Days, October 4th in Seattle. What is it? It's a festival. It's in Issaquah, Washington. Don't know how close that is to Seattle, but it's going to be close enough because you can get there. There are parades. There's live music. There's a market for the artisans out there, and then the salmon start running. It's a great start to the season. We go, we eat salmon, we beat the Seahawks 4-0. Let's go, Salmon Days. I like it.
I'm starting to think that I did the least amount of research on this.
Carm, I got to hand it to him. He did research. I don't know
what is this festival?
It's the Issaquah Salmon Days. That's right. So what I did was look for fun things for Bears fans to do on these weekends, coincided with victories and a momentum. Plus, that's early in the season. Great day for salmon. Great day for days. Salmon Days, Bears.
Are the Mariners in town?
Did not look at that, but maybe they are. Maybe they are.
Come on, the stadiums are right next to each other.
There we go. Well, there you go. I didn't look at that. But what I did look at, when do we want to go to Green Bay? Steven, let me see that schedule. I believe we're on week 5. That's right. We want to go there October the 11th. Why do we want to go up there? Because that's when it's Flocktoberfest, Hoagie. We got a Flocktoberfest. Flocktoberfest in Green Bay. Which is an amazing fest.
I'm just shocked you found something else to do in Green Bay.
Yes, well,
that's amazing.
Flocktoberfest, right in the middle of October. That's the festival in Green Bay. Hold on, I had notes.
Now Googling what Flocktoberfest is
because
you didn't look up that part?
It's the annual in De Pere. Where's that? Legion Park. Live music. Let's go. It's a celebration of the Pink Flamingo Classic. So listen, we're gonna hang out with the Packer fans. We're gonna make some friends, and then we're gonna make some enemies. Frenemies all coming together. Little festival up in Green Bay. Beautiful time to go up there. Let's go October 11th. Let's take out the Packers first time we meet you. All right, week 6 back home. I like these sort of. Let's see them double early in the season. Let's bring the Vikings back home. Take care of them early in the season. Still figuring out the quarterback situation up there. I like that victory there, 6-0. Then we got New England. They're worthless. Little back-to-back home game. Like the back-to-back homers. Let's everybody settle in, get into a bed, relax. Know you're going to be here.
What are you offering up now?
I want you to relax for a couple of weeks at home. It's nice. You know you're going to be home. I like a back-to-back week. It's like a mini bye within a bye. It's just a nice thing. Back-to-back home game.
I mean this with all respect. Were you high on cocaine when you did this schedule?
Yeah.
No, I felt really good.
Just think though. I mean, you got an early week 1 fluff, and then you get back-to-back weeks where you can get a little more fluff.
That's exactly right. Now, where are we at here, Steven? I keep on.
I don't know where we're at.
We're just had
We're on 3 road. We're going to have 3 road games in a row.
Rogue Agent.
Week 8.
Hold on. Rogue Agent says this is the most unserious man on the Bears beat, and it's not even close.
Right.
Rogue Agent.
Class A idiot, as one long-time play-by-play guy calls.
Rogue Agent. Love you, Rogue Agent. You do you. I'll do me. Everybody will be all right. Week 8, we are going to Atlanta. Now, why are we going down to Atlanta, you might ask, in Week 8?
Because the Bears play.
Yes. Well,
they're scheduled to play them this year.
Have you ever, hey, Hogue, this one's for you. Have you ever heard of the world's largest outdoor cocktail party?
Yes.
Do you not want to go to Florida?
Whoa,
yeah, you do.
My language.
Yeah, you do.
Wait, but that's played in Jacksonville.
No, this year it will be played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
It is?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, because of the stadium renovations
Exactly
in
right.
Jacksonville.
That's right.
Oh.
Carm Research. Nobody does more research than Carm. World's largest outdoor cocktail party in Georgia. Let's go on the Saturday into Bears on Sunday. Can you even imagine a more fun weekend? Crystal, that one was for you.
All
That
in
sounds
on
awesome.
that.
There we go. Exactly. And also, by the way, they've got a Haunted Fest down there that weekend too.
Don't care about that, but
high energy music at the
What's
Piedmont
the
Park.
deals? What's the deals at Magic City that weekend?
That I didn't look up. By the way, I was a little disappointed about. I wanted October 24th. My guy Griffin House is playing in Seattle. I thought about that one, Griffin, but it just didn't work out. So anyway, that's why we did Atlanta in whatever week that was. What's the next week? Let's go, Steven. Where are we at here? Oh, then we're going to Detroit, November the 8th. What do I got up in Detroit that weekend?
nothing.
No, there's definitely something good happening. Oh yeah, you'll like this one, Hogue. Everybody hates Michigan, right? Michigan State that weekend. Let's go, Pat Fitzgerald. First time going in here. Fitzy, I'm looking out for you. He's going to be on the show at some point. That is a great game.
I'm in.
Big house. Let's go. Let's go, Sparty. I hate that, but I'll root for you that day because you're playing Michigan.
Real shame the camera wasn't on him when you just made whatever.
Let's go. Let's go, Sparty. All right.
Okay.
Now,
relax.
Yeah.
There's a lot there.
I can't wait to explain this next one.
Okay, let's see the next one, Steven.
It's at Carolina.
Oh, yeah, at Carolina. Well, it broke today. This is my one Monday night game of the year, Week 10 at Carolina. Why?
What do you mean it broke today?
It broke today.
Why? Because once upon a time, the Bears played the Panthers on primetime in Week 10, and Tyson Bagent led them to a win.
That's a good one, but that's not the reason.
Oh, I thought that's where we were
No,
going.
the reason on this one, I went to Iowa. I root for Northwestern. We go all over this all the time. But ILL is playing at Duke the next night.
Oh, that did break today.
How cool is that if you're for an Illinois fan?
Once again, Charlotte and Raleigh-Durham, not in the same parts of the state.
Close enough. Get a rental. You're fine. You can get there. It's a 2-hour drive. It's a day apart. Monday night at Carolina. Tuesday, you go down to Durham. You see Illinois play at Cameron. Can't do anything better for you guys, Illini fans. That's a huge win. If that was Purdue, Braggs would be all in on that all day long.
Sounds fun.
You would absolutely love that. That'd be amazing.
Did you intertwine any Purdue basketball into this?
No, I didn't. But
2 hours and 13 minutes.
2 hours and 13 minutes. It's a nothing. It's
nothing.
It's a nothing burger. After the Monday night, I like a bye. After a Monday night, you don't want the short weeks. Let's take a bye right there. That's a good look for you. Maybe the Bears can even stay and watch them play the Illinois game. Then you come home, Tampa. I want you here then because it's you want cold, you want warm weather teams coming to cold weather. Hopefully, it'll be cold in Chicago that weekend, and then we'll have Detroit the following week. So another back-to-back home. Sleep in your own bed for 2 weeks. Enjoy the love of Chicago. Actually, I'm sorry. I went 3 straight weeks at home on a little bit of a faux pas there.
You went 3 road games in a row into the bye week, followed by 3 home.
3
games.
in a row, 3 and yeah, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. That's a month at home. Hogue, month at home. Tailgate. Absolutely love it. And then on we go to Buffalo, Week 15. Now, why are we going to Buffalo for Week 15?
Christmas Fest.
Let's see here. What
do you have the early Hawks schedule and the Blackhawks play?
That is December 12th. It's the hold on. I have it. I had something fun written down here.
You gonna go visit Shane? Shane lives over there.
Visit Shane. That's what it is. It's visiting.
We're all going to Shane's house.
This is where we get a little bit of culture. The Sound of Music is playing in Buffalo, December 9th to the 13th.
The hills are alive.
We go.
When I think of people that would go to the Sound of Music, I think of hardcore football fans who are going to Buffalo.
Exactly.
To see the Bears play the Bills.
Exactly. But that's the
Are
thing.
they going to be jumping on the tables at the Sound of Music?
My sister played Brigida in the Sound of of Music.
But this way,
That was the most random thing you've ever said on the show.
This way, you it's an easy sell to the family because somebody in the family doesn't want to go football. We're like, we got the Sound of Music for you. You're gonna love it. We'll go Sound of Music into football. Everybody is happy, and then of course, you visit Niagara Falls that time of year. I'm sure that's a thing.
The hills are alive with the sound of music. Go ahead.
All right. And then from there, after we get back from Buffalo, we got 3 games left. We got Green Bay. Welcome to a huge end-of-the-season game at Soldier Field. Unbelievable atmosphere, rock and roll. And then, of course, Week 17.
I just saw the Week 18 game. This literally can't be right.
It won't be.
You have to play an NFC North team the last week.
You have to?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll flip
They
that
all
also.
play divisional games in Week 18. The whole season, the whole league does.
Don't let that ruin this schedule.
Because I'm pretty sure.
No, it's ruined.
No.
Because I'm pretty sure in 2000. How long has this been a rule?
I don't know, at least a decade.
I was going to say, because I think in 2007, the year after the Bears went to the Super
You're
Bowl, they
missing-
played New Orleans the last week of the
yeah.
season.
Okay, you guys-
Devin Hester returned a punt return for a touchdown.
Fart McFarter farted with intense passion. That's a good text right there. But the most important thing is Week 7.
He just couldn't help himself.
I couldn't. That's good. Week 17. By the way, Beckett Burnfeld. Never mind. Week 17. Week 17.
What? Beckett?
His brain is literally like shorting right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
Week 17. Where else would you rather be as we start the new year? Let's do New Year's Eve together as Bears fans in Miami. That would be amazing. That would be incredible. CHGO
That would
New
also
Year's.
never happen.
Why not? Why can't that happen?
Miami, New Orleans to end the year.
Why not?
Miami could be the second.
Why
to
can't
last
we-
game,
why can't
but
we-
New Orleans is not Week 18.
Neither of those are the last.
Flip
games.
New Orleans with whatever. I don't care who you flip them with.
Well, one of the 3 NFC North teams.
That sucks. No, we're gonna break the rules. New Orleans last week. Just get it together, Goodell. We don't.
Yeah, but
I just wanted to put a game at the end of the year that doesn't matter at all. So let's.
Yeah, but like the whole point of what you were doing is like what's going on in those areas.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
what's going on.
what's
Do you
going
have
on?
any update for like Miami Week 17? What's the happenings there?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve in Miami on South Beach is insane. You I don't know if you'd survive. That sounds like
It sounds like my personal hell.
that's the party, dude.
Okay.
We're going New Year's Eve South Beach.
And think how good a shape I'm going to be in by then.
Exactly right. You'll walk.
I'll be ready for beach
You'll
season.
walk
by
around
then.
the beach all day long.
I'm not ready for this beach season in Chicago, but I would be ready for that beach season.
I mean, listen, anywhere from
Potentially.
anywhere from
We'll see.
December on in Miami was fine, but I thought New Year's was the most fun. I did look. I have this festival down there. December 12th weekend is the Fashion and Art Expo in Miami. They're focusing on climate and gender justice, which I thought would be sweet for all of us. Let's do some good things for the world. But I thought New Year's was more fun.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'd like to call out my own schedule because thanks to whoever just put this in the comments. My Thanksgiving game is wrong already because as we are doing the show,
I win.
I started the whole show by saying
no.
we were all going to be wrong.
Don't no. I still have a chance to be 100% right. Go ahead.
You could be about your Thanksgiving game. You do.
Well, you put your Thanksgiving game at noon, right?
Correct.
Don't they usually start at 11?
It's like 11:30, but they changed.
So you're wrong.
They
it's
changed it.
It's now noon.
Yeah, they changed it.
They
changed it.
yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Get back to your producing seat, producer boy.
I didn't move.
Wow. That was just disrespectful. All right.
Steven-
what I was going to say, let me finish what I was reporting.
Steven, take him out.
He has a.
Go ahead.
Schefter says your first Thanksgiving Eve matchup, which is now Wednesday. Blackout Wednesday, they call it, right?
Oh yeah, they're doing one
It's
of these
a Wednesday
games.
night game. Is Packers and Rams
Wow. Black Wednesday.
Hogue
in
for-
L.A.
Hogue first one wrong. Hogue first one wrong.
Does that screw anything else up? Well, not necessarily. Steven, can we put all the schedules up? Did anybody have the Bears playing the Packers in Week 11? Because
No, that was
You
my
had
bye
Week
week. It's
11.
my bye week. I think it's his bye week too. I think we
okay,
both.
I had Jets, so I'm in the clear.
Me and Brex
11
both have the
bye.
week 11 bye.
Oh, you guys will? Okay, so you guys are still right. Because in order for them to play on Wednesday night, they both have to have bye weeks.
The week before.
Yeah, so the Packers will have a Week 11 bye.
See, and that I think this exercise really just also shows you how. When I remember what was the word I used for building out a schedule?
Intertwinement. Intertwinement. Yeah.
We're just going through one team's schedule of games, and all this the domino effect of, and now look, one game now that affects the week before. And that's what makes it so hard on these guys.
I'm surprised you didn't go here immediately. I'm going to sneak this point in before we go to overtime. That's not really a bye week for the Packers, if you think about it. So they play on the following Wednesday.
Right.
They do not get a full bye week. Like, they're going to get a few days off, and then they got to get back in there to start preparing for their next game. Mm-hmm. So that is a little bit of a...
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And the Rams, too, who the Bears will beat in the playoffs, obviously.
I like that, and I also like the Lions having to go to Buffalo on a short week 2. On the road, short week, tough game for them. So already scheduling
Jim will
favor.
be crying when they have to play the Bears and the Bills in the first 2 weeks of the season. All right, become a diehard and whatnot. We'll have all this coverage, too, for you on allchgo.com with the whole schedule, all the predictions, all our thoughts as we head to overtime here on CHGO Bears.
We could have just ended the show right there.
You could have just ended the show right there.
No, we got super chats.
We got super chats. Somebody eventually will say something stupid in the chat. I'll start screaming at them, maybe threaten them. It's been nice. Boombots hasn't been around in a while. Maybe he fell down
We need to vote.
We have to vote on who gets the belt for their schedules.
Oh.
Let me publish that.
Come on, Steven.
I mean, we all know that I'm winning.
Published.
Are you an option on there, too?
I'm not. No, I barely talked today.
You can hate all our schedules and vote for Steven, but apparently not.
Carm Travel Guide schedule is by far the best schedule, and I will be very disappointed if I don't.
Look, I got to be honest. For you not following the assignment at all, you did a great job. You did a lot of research. You went an angle that I thought added to the quality of the overall show. It made everything different, and then you ruined it with your Week 18 game. But other than that,
I honestly...
Well, he had to have something there.
Yeah, I apologize for not focusing on the division game Week 18, but I'll be honest, I completely forgot that was a rule, which it makes it worse, probably. But I did forget that.
I was going to say, there's a lot of weird schedule things that some weirdo like me would pay attention to. But, like, knowing that the Bears will play a divisional game in Week 18...
It's probably pretty basic.
I mean, that's
football 101. Yeah. It's a bad job. I have no way around it. It's a bad job.
If there's anything that I've learned about you through the years is that
here we go. Yeah,
you're gonna break barriers. You're gonna buck the trend.
That's right, and it's about time that we get rid. Why would you put a division game in Week 18 too? That's stupid.
Why is that stupid? When the divisions come down. Everything comes down to the last week of the season.
Because a lot of times at the end of the year, teams have no incentive to play. They're resting up for the playoffs.
Like the Bears lines last year.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly right.
The Bears weren't playing.
Right, but you're going to have that anyway.
It was an annoying game.
But you might as well take advantage of the teams that do have a lot to play for and are playing a divisional rival.
Listen, I mean, trying to bring some importance to the last week of the regular season, I get that. But it's still... I don't know. I like my division games when I absolutely know they're going to mean something a little more in the meat of the schedule personally.
You didn't set John's throwing apologies my way. You didn't set me off yesterday. We're good, John. The only person I don't like in our chat is Boombots, and he's not here today. And since he's not here today, we can all talk shit behind his back.
You told John.
We're past overtime. I can't see.
Where's Gary?
I shouldn't. Oh, I shouldn't.
Where's my friend Gary?
Gary's been we've texted
about Gary's working the phones trying to figure out the schedule for us since none of you beat reporters will leak anything. Where's Parkins when we need him? Because that was the one thing Parkins used to be really good for. Remember when Parkins was here? In Chicago, he would leak the schedule.
The one thing he was good for.
He was really
not
good
the over $700,000 he raises for cancer charities.
That doesn't. How does it affect me?
Right? Where?
How does it affect me? I need the schedule.
Is Sean Anderson here?
Great. Sean's here. Sean. Yeah.
Sean, would you like 4 tickets tonight for the White Sox game on the visitors' dugout? Yeah, we got to do it right now. It's good for the show.
Where's he?
Mr. White Sox. I know it's you can get to 500 tonight.
I'd have to ask my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
What F-bomb out of nowhere?
You're a Twins fan.
Sitting right here.
You want him? You're not doing that.
He's a Twins fan.
Sean, is it true that somebody you were the first for someone to pay for to play golf with you at the golf outing? Is this what I hear?
Yeah, my uncle bought the package.
Yeah.
Sean deserves the first shot at this because he's Mr. White Sox.
He does.
I'd have to ask my wife, but if Adam Hoge is a White Sox fan, you could ask him.
Who's on the bump? Who's on the bump?
Schultz.
You can have 2 and 2.
Why is there a question about my White Sox fan?
I like how he says,
I don't know. I feel like the past couple of years we've been like, oh, Minnesota's so great. What a lovely ballpark.
Minnesota.
I like
the Vikings. I've been talking about that. The
I like how I
not
asked
the Twins.
I like how I asked Sean who's
Am
on
I wrong?
Brewers fan.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
Brewers.
thing.
Okay, all right.
I like how I asked Sean who's on the bump, and he goes Schultz, and I was like, okay. Like,
Yeah, Schultz.
no idea.
Noah Schultz, the 6'9" former
Schultz.
first rounder
I'm not there
from
You should definitely not
Naperville,
know
Oswego.
who Noah Schultz is.
Yeah, we got an F-bomb from Hoge.
Oh yeah, go
Schultz? Does he work at New York Bagel and Bialy? Thanks.
Ooh,
thank
John
you.
brings up a good.
I
John
don't
brings
know
up a
if
good
he's-
point
if
about
he's-
Parkins.
That's not a good. That's not.
Yeah, I don't know
that's-
if he's-
That's
I don't
not
know.
Schultz.
John brings up a good point about Parkins. He works for Fox now, so maybe he's not. He'll get in more trouble.
He
leaking
can't
this.
leak the schedule.
Yeah,
now. 52.
Well, maybe he could give it to me then, because he was like big for that.
Yeah, I'm out for the Sox game. Too
Yeah,
cold.
of course you are.
Too cold.
You let me know.
Get out of here. Yeah.
And any. No, I don't know why I'm getting them, but the King is offering, and I'm passing them along to you if you'd like them. Okay.
Hey, your Crystal's here. She's late. Surprise, surprise.
Wow.
Crystal's the greatest. You apologize to her for everything you just said.
No, I won't. But if she could maybe get, we've been talking about. She's got the connect with Bojack. We gotta get Bojack in the studio. So let's go, Crystal. Get on.
By the way, it is accurate that I will not buy Sox tickets until Justin Ishbia takes over the team. I will accept freebies though.
Yeah, you don't need to buy Sox tickets. You just walk.
I'd
in.
like to trade 4 tickets tonight on the dugout for 1 seat for Saturday night, if anybody can hook that up. 4 on the dugout for 1 seat Saturday night if Anderson doesn't take them.
It is Cubs Sox this weekend, right?
It is. Tickets are
Cubs Sox
expensive.
on Friday. Let's go. At the cell.
You going to be there?
No.
I don't like how 5 of the 6 Cubs Sox games this year are night games. It's stupid. They should play during the day.
I agree. And Bears game should be at noon on Sundays. Thank you.
All right, super chats. Jetty. Oh, no, that's not a super chat. That's Noah Schultz chat. Isaac Man, 23, $10. I noticed the Bears in have the third least travel miles in the entire league for games this year. What effect, if any, does that have? There's a great effect. They don't have to travel as far. They don't have to sit on planes as long. They get home faster. They can recover faster. Coming home from the West Coast after a night game is terrible. You basically lose a whole day.
NFL travel, but these miles thing to me is the dumbest thing of all time. Don't come home on Sunday night, recover there, sleep, fly home during the day, recover, go to bed. Don't stress yourself.
I agree with you. You still lose your off day, basically, though.
Your off day's on the plane.
Well, okay, exactly.
But you're not doing anything.
I mean,
Yeah, I think I saw something that said that like 6 of the playoff teams last year were in the top 10, or I'm paraphrasing up. So I apologize for butchering whoever actually did the research on this stat.
I mean,
on
NBA
Twitter, but I guess like 6 of the playoff teams last year were in the top 10 of least traveled teams. So maybe that part of it, helps. All these little things, when your bye week is, remember last year, like when the schedule came out, we had 4 designated quote unquote cupcake games with the Browns and New Orleans and the Giants, and they were all kind of separated nicely. So like those little things, how your schedule kind of flows, where your bye week is, do you have international travel, how many times you have to go to the West Coast, all those little things add up, and have an effect on your season.
right.
So,
I mean, all I know, NHL players, they beat the living daylights out of each other each night, and they go back to back and play the day.
Yeah,
telling me that it's 6 days after you flew that it's that big of an impact. Come on, not to say anything
it's
ever.
different.
I know, but
I'm kind of more on your lens of all that kind of, because I'm also not a professional athlete, but yet. Did you say yet? You know what's funny about that, where you say not a professional athlete yet? I haven't told you this story.
High Fidelity.
I was, obviously
movie.
last week helping my mom get on the market. What's happening is I'm telling a great story. We're in overtime. That's what's happening, Hoge. So Carm, this is a story for Carm. Hoge, you can just go to sleep or whatever if you don't want to hear
Greg
the story.
lectured me
Can you
earlier
tell
about
Carm,
train
if
of
it's
thought.
only for Carm, could you do it maybe when the show's over?
No, it's for Carm and for
Boombots?
and for Peanut Head. Now, I was cleaning out my mom's house trying to help get her house on the market, and I found one of my old pictures I drew of the Bulls lineup. And when he said, I'm not an athlete, not yet, I drew out the Bulls lineup, and it said Luke Longley, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, and then
You mean
shooting
bubble
guard
letters?
No, just I'm drawing anyway. It's just like young 10-year-old Greg, and then shooting guard it said Michael Jordan, and then at point guard it said Greg Braggs, and in parentheses it said probably not, but maybe.
Can't believe you would disrespect Ron Harper like that.
Yeah, Ron got cut.
Messed up.
That's a good job by you.
Probably not.
You had a little bit of belief.
Probably not, but maybe.
Little belief. There's still time.
Rodimus Prime. Greg's mom is dating. Rodimus, I will knock your ass out.
How many games, Hoge, do you think the 96 Bulls who won 72 games with Ron Harper as the starting point guard would they have won with Greg Braggs as the starting point guard playing?
That same season?
Yes.
With Braggs having to play as many minutes as...
The most in-shape Greg Braggs of all time playing 25 minutes a night.
Well, the answer, of course, is 71 because Jordan still would have been out there.
If Jack Haley can be on the team to follow Dennis around, I can be on the team too.
Jack Haley didn't play. I'm saying that you're actually out there for 25
I
minutes.
just want the Jack Haley role.
Yeah, with you sitting on the bench, they'd still win 72 games. No problem.
The defense would be suspect.
It would be a major. They'd be playing 4-on-5, and it's
Braggs guarding John Starks.
I think they win 58 games. I think you cost them like 14 games.
Somebody asked me who's winning the NBA Finals this year. I'm rooting for the Knicks. That might be everything against.
Let's just win everything against what you just said about the 90s.
I get it, but they're crazy out there. They're fun. If they get deep, it'll be fun. Pacers got deep last year.
This is why you're losing the Bona Beef belt.
Pissed me
Yeah,
off.
well, Pacers got
In
deep.
last place.
I wanted the Pacers. I hated the Pacers growing up. I wanted them to beat the Thunder last year. Those rivalries are gone. As much as I hate it, I
You could have
miss the
said
Knicks
Spurs.
Pacers
You could have said
rivalries.
Timberwolves, and it would have been a great answer.
You want my red hot Bulls take right now?
But I'm not predicting who will win. I'm just who I'd.
Not really.
Like
Let's get
to
through
go
supers and go home.
Okay, 10-second Bulls take. They got $60-some-odd million. And I don't mean to say what I'm about to say, but
But you're gonna say it.
What?
it's a 1-year deal.
LeBron? Don't say that.
That was worse than what I just said.
No, that was worse than what you said.
hell is happening
He is the villain. You don't embrace the villain.
I 100%
beat the villain.
I 100% agree. However, he would help facilitate those guys getting better for a year. And
By
No, we gotta
sitting on the
take
bench
Bronny, too?
whining about how much he has to play basketball?
he's going to play. I think he would help them.
All the flopping?
Listen, I mean, he would
That's
be.
gonna
He'd
teach him how to be the Thunder?
It would be great. Bring him here for a year. We could all tell him how he's not Jordan for a year and piss and just
Well, I
remind him.
appreciate you taking my statement that Bulls fans will be mad at me about, and then
Right.
now
I don't know.
yours is way worse.
If ever there was a day for the penalty box not be working, why did it have to be today?
Steven,
Cam is out.
What's the poll results? Because there's no way that I can lose after what these two idiots just said here.
It was neck and neck, and
I
then
don't
Carm
hear
opened his
anything
mouth.
from you, Mr. Casual side Brewers fan, and also once upon a time had a freaking cheese head on your stupid ass head. So I don't want to hear anything from that side of the room.
Well, it's funny because I was going to say that was what Carm just did was the worst thing that anyone on the show has done since I did that.
Yeah.
That was the worst, and I
Yeah.
feel bad about that.
I knew it, but I knew it was
The
bad.
Brewers thing is easy to explain. I am not a Cubs fan. I live in the northern burbs, and I am taking a sort of a timeout from the team I truly love, the White Sox, until the ownership moves over to the guy who I want to have control over the
think
team.
you just like
and the day that happens, I will buy season tickets for the White Sox. And I have actually told them that. That's a true story.
I think you just
The season ticket rep that harassed me all offseason, I told them, call me the day Ishbia takes over. I will buy tickets from you.
I think you just like the Brewers because of what they did to my knees.
I'd also like to say that nobody
Oh,
despises
that did help.
LeBron James to the level that I despise LeBron James, even though I just put that out there.
I
as an
don't
interesting-
know about that.
No, trust me.
I don't know.
That was the
No,
weirdest.
no,
That was weird, dude. What just happened?
Well, what are you going to do with that money? Get
Carm,
Pack out
Carm,
here.
when they rumored that LeBron, when what was
Did you
it,
want
Stephen
Kobe
A's,
here?
When it was Stephen A. Smith saying that LeBron and Wade and them were going to come to Chicago,
Hey,
You just compare
I
that to
swear
Kobe.
on my life, you can ask my friends. I was saying when they were like, it like looked like they were coming to Chicago. I was like, I will stop being a Bulls fan. That's how mad I was when they reported that.
See,
I was that mad.
Okay, well,
Yeah, see, that's different. And
that
I
was totally
for
different
that.
when D Rose was here.
Yeah, I was for
I
that.
was
and
that mad. I wanted no part of it.
I didn't want it either. But I didn't want Kobe either, and I was wrong about that. I would have loved to have Kobe.
No, I was
Prime
definitely,
Kobe.
would have been
I
incredible.
was
amazing.
all for the Kobe thing. I was so mad when they thought about it.
I remember that the rumored Bulls trade for Kobe, wasn't it?
They wouldn't give
They
up
wouldn't give up
Luol.
Luol.
Yeah, and Ben Gordon was the other piece. Right?
Maybe the dumbest thing in the history of this town, and that's saying something.
I would have traded everybody and Carm in that trade. To get Kobe?
Everybody with the exception of the Jordan statue, I would have traded, yes. Leave the statue alone. Greatest player to ever play anything. Hoge, end the show.
No, we got more supers,
More
which I keep
supers.
trying to get through. Stanley, easily, $5. Can you all bring up weird schedule quirks from the 21, 22, and 24 seasons? Alternate home and away game. I do remember that year. It was staggered home, away, all the way through. No road games in December. That was also weird because the bye week, they had that December bye week. 3 straight AFC South games. I do remember that too. And 6 to 8 divisional games to end.
So that's why I bunched my NFC South and
6 of 8.
and AFC. What is it? East with
AFC East.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I bunched those where I did in October because I'm with you, Stanley. They tend to bunch the outside of the North divisions kind of together.
That's what I like about Stanley, the way he remembers the schedule years back. Stanley's a details guy.
Stanley wants to hang out with me.
Stanley's the type of guy that not only will he hang out and drink beers with you, Hoge, but he'll also have a detailed spreadsheet that you'll need when.
Do you think Stanley would pay to play golf with you at the Big Brothers?
Not according to Caitlin Mather, says the one and only Primetime game against Carolina is when no one wants to golf with you,
By the
Carm.
way, you kid, but I did actually have a spreadsheet. This is actually a spreadsheet.
Flip that. Can you flip
I love that
flip
you
it around?
pointed and
Flip
laughed.
it around. Spreadsheet Hoge.
There's a
Oh,
spreadsheet.
what a nerd. This guy's amazing.
I crossed out the games that have already been announced. They can't play these teams those weeks.
Guy's so good.
I got to add Green Bay. Thanks to Shefty. All right, Garden Hoser, $2. Carm, you're one of a kind. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh,
We don't either, Garden Hoser.
How about the Garden Hoser new profile pick here?
young Hoge is
Young
so
Hoge.
good.
I believe that would be a WGN TV hit. I don't recognize those glasses, though, at all. Those almost seem like fake glasses, but I've never done that, so I've always been blind. The Giggity's $5. Over under 3, the amount of times Braggs calls a game a must-win.
Well, yeah, for sure over. But if it's Bears Seahawks week 1 on the road, that is not a must win.
You remember last
That's a
year
house
when
money?
he spent 6
That's
weeks.
a house money game because it's on the road. Yeah, it's not a must win.
Let's all remember the 2 months leading up to week
But if
1.
they lost that game, week 2 would be a must win.
Right. Let's all remember
Can't start
the
0-2.
Let's remember the 2
Even though they
months leading up to the
started 0-2
season.
last year.
Week 1's a must win. They have to beat the Vikings. The season will be lost if they don't. Greatest season in Bears history, minus 1986. 85-86. They must beat the Vikings. It's a must win.
I do
Lost
remember.
greatest season ever.
Do you remember in November when I was
when?
the one?
You last year made week 1 a must win for hours and days and weeks.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you. Yes, you effing did.
You wouldn't, and
It
you
was.
and you meant it. You meant
Not
it.
only wasn't, they got their ass kicked in Detroit the following week. Looked like the season was over, and they won the division.
and you died, and then
Lest we forget that if it wasn't for the miracle on December 21st against the Packers, if they had lost that game, they missed the playoffs to the Lions. You moron.
no, the point is
What?
that's
Yeah.
not true.
It is
Not
true.
The Lions finished in last place.
What was their record?
The Vikings finished ahead
Time
of
out,
the
time
Lions.
out, time out. What was their record?
The Lions?
Yeah, they won 9 games. How many wins did the Bears
No, they
have?
didn't. They had to be
Yeah,
8-9.
every team had a winning record in the division. Every team.
The
The Lions had 9 wins. The Bears had 11.
Lions idiots
You're-
in the trap. What was their record? They were 9.
They were both 9-8.
the
Vikings had the tiebreaker that won the last game.
Let's not get confused.
Oh, because they were 9-7-1.
Yeah.
Let's not get confused.
Packers were,
Week
yeah.
1 was not a must win,
Packers
and we
were
heard it was a
9-7-1.
must win for 2 months. And So let's,
All right.
it's okay.
Hey, Gardenier, Greg just riding along, Hoge driving I'm the one that came up with this idea for the show today.
It was his idea.
Great idea. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm the captain.
Oh, wait, it's the second time he's flipped his microphone over during the show.
This time
One
I
was
flipped
during
my
the break,
computer, too.
and that time his computer flipped.
We want to know the results of who gets the donut belt for the day.
Better be
Oh,
mine.
you know they're going to give it to Hoge.
With 41% of the vote,
Oh, my God.
it's Hoge.
Steven pointed at Greg and then gave it to Hoge.
Psych.
Who was second place?
It wasn't you, idiot.
It was Carm, idiot.
What percentage?
31. You were neck and neck with Hoge until you said that stupid thing about Jordan.
That's annoying.
I'm sorry about LeBron.
And then
Yeah.
what percentage did this? Oh, so Greg,
weird.
if here, this is a great way to end the show. If Hoge got 41% and I got 31%, what percentage did you get?
31 and 31, that's 72, so I had 28%.
Yeah!
That was a good way to end the show.
That
right.
means
How far in one
that's
week is
28 push-ups.
Hey, tomorrow we will be back. 7 p.m. is our live show. We won't be here at 1. 7 p.m. to react to the schedule live. Cannot wait. This was a fun one. Good idea, Greg. Good execution, Carm, I got to say.
13, 14,
Steven, appreciate you as
15,
always.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And those were really good push-ups. Those were really good push-ups.
We all silly like the mayor.